Okay, let's get a bit of a step into the market. We'll discuss agriculture as part of the conversation a little bit. But let's look at the oil and gas space. Yesterday, those folks seem not to share with the rest of the market. We'll get to talk about the broader markets later on. But first, for the energy market, corn oil got about 5% haircut on Tuesday. That's the second trading day. Forty oil was muted when the market finished off. Mobile oil was unchanged at 236.90. The name will be the trade name and the trade symbol in the trading engine of the Nigerian Stock Exchange will be formally changed on Friday, the 11th. Remember the new investors, majority investor in Mobile Oil by the name NIPCO PLC says they're changing the name to 11 PLC. We're going to get used to that. Or Double One PLC, that's it. Double One PLC. That's going to be the new name. And what the acronym or the trading name, what they call the ISIN number, will look like in the trading engine of the stock exchange. Let's wait until Friday. Then that will be effected. Then the word mobile may just be removed, and we will have to also change that. So just keep that at the back of mind. MRS was on change at 35. Where are we? 35.44. Thank you, folks. And Owando lost about 4%. That's almost 4.4 million ordinary shares, about 750. Seplat was on change at 470.10. And Total, 0.5% in the red at 260 per share. Okay, let's bring in agriculture into the conversation and the markets. You have very few companies listed under the agriculture subsector of the market, just about 3 or 4 of them really. 2 of them are always in the news for every good reason, so to speak, in recent months and the last 1 year. That's Presco and Okomu Oil Palm. Then you have livestock feeds, which had been on the market for a number of years. Of course, you know, livestock feeds used to be well, because they're a subsidiary of Pfizer Pharmaceuticals. That was then. They became a company that stood alone, produces what you call agro-feeds and what have you with all of that. So that company is still there doing business. And we've got to talk a little bit more with one of the research analysts from Afrinvest, doing Sola Afolabi. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to have you here. Let's talk about agriculture a little bit. Where should we start from? Should we start from the laggards, which is livestock feeds? Do you think, but first of all, do you think fiscal policies, in terms of agri policies, including FX, have all contributed to what is the new trend that we are seeing among these few listed agro-allied stocks?
Yes, definitely. Most especially the FX policies. You look at the likes of Okomo and Presco that are into, you know, palm oil. And they significantly benefited from the 41 items, removal of palm oil. And the 41 items leave the ban of palm oil. So, like, if you want to import palm oil, you don't have access to dollars. And so most local consumers have had to source for palm oil locally, which has improved revenue. You see from 2016 numbers, 2017 half year in double-digit growth in revenue and PBT. Yes, so yes, and then the federal government trying to diversify from oil as major source of revenue for the country has been beneficial for the agri sector. So you see that livestock field also recorded growth in revenue of about 28%, right? Increased volume, which can be attributed to increased volume, right? But then for PBT, they didn't do so well, and PAT as well, because of high finance cost and high cost of, you know, inputs. Yeah, but
livestock feeds hasn't really been able to get its acts together for a number of years. Yes. And that's very true. Again, some folks say because there's a massive market out there still from Asia, China, Thailand, and the rest, where livestock feeds are imported, whether feed stocks for chicken, for poultry, or for fish, those who are doing fish farm, and they said this is one of the problems they have. So do you think we need to do something along that corridor to help livestock feeds, for example, be able to not just increase revenue, but increase the bottom line, which is basically net profit And I'm not sure they've gotten any dividend to pay anytime.
No, with a negative VAT. Well, yeah, there's some policies. I know there was a time there was an import tariff that was put in the agriculture sector, and a lot of companies benefited from it. It was about 35%. So, I mean, it discouraged people from importation. By the time you pay a 35% import tariff, it sort of reduces, you know, your profit. So if policies like that can be put in place to discourage those importations, yes, it will be largely beneficial for livestock fields and other, you know, agri companies. Yeah, so policies like that we think should be put in place, and tariffs on importation, probably a ban, right, to encourage domestic production and to also help boost volume of production for these companies.
Let's look at companies that are not directly in agriculture but benefit a lot from what happens in the agri space or agro-allied space. USC, for example, USC is one big company on our market. They got a restaurant. They got a few other what you call confectionaries or whatever it is, products that are consumed, and some of this come from a bit of what you call agri. Do you think all this, both in terms of policies and ethics, and ramping up domestic raw material, agro-allied raw materials, can continue to boost USC, for example? And this one company saying, look, we're doing a rights issue, for example. We need more money from shareholders because we need to up our game and become that big company that USC used to be, a blue chip with a price and a very steady dividend for investors.
Yes, yes. So this will also drive the cost of sales, right, for those companies.